Right, hello everybody from the fv432 fan club. Here is 11EA98. We got out of the barn today and got our dust off. Very dusty. We sat inside for a couple of years since it got released. Just recently moved into this new little place. Recently swept out a strip there, which is mine. 10EA15 will be joining us soon. Today what's that wind? Anyway, it's clean. I ain't traced through mud. And it's like tinkering with this one. I'm trying to get some aerials and bits and bobs in it for the radio, trying to set up the intercom, and we've managed to get some smoke dischargers for it. Got those fitted now, and now here we got the smoke, the fire extinguisher sat on top of the smoke discharger, the later red one. I'm not sure here because I think those infrared lenses may be on the wrong lamps. That's how it was when I got it, but I'm not sure. I have to do some checking on that. Here's the bracket for the fire extinguisher. Normally they used to be mounted on these two brackets here, but later on they got fitted on with the smoke dischargers. There's the new shape mirror. Right, looking down this side. For some reason, it seems this one's been, I think it was an ex-Bates vehicle, and it's now being converted to Bowman, and I've slowly converted it back to Clansman. See now I fitted the later type quick fit aerial base there, a HF1. We'll put that in there in position D. And you see it's got, go back that way, we've got the later cage. It seems like the army actually listened to the crews and actually gave them external storage. Say on like 10EA15 we've got the makeshift bin up on the roof, and we've got the chieftain bin there, whereas this one now has got the later proper made one. And then we got a little crane. I believe that's it's only rated at, I can't remember what it is now. There's not a lot. I'll say on the other side. I'll have a look in a minute. I think it's only about 100 kilograms. What was that it there? 75 kilograms actually says on there. I assume that refers to the crane. Anyway, so we got that's also to aids lifting up the generator. Now beware, this isn't the correct generator. It's an old petrol generator that seems to be filling up the space. We've got a couple of brackets underneath here. Not sure what they would for. They're too long for to be earthing rods. Again, it might be from when it used to be a Bates vehicle. Interesting note I noticed today, I was wandering around, that although it seemed to have gone through refurbishment and it's halfway through refurbishment to convert it into Bowman, at some point it's had all new wheels fitted to the outside. I think they couldn't be bothered to fit the inner ones. I mean, the inner ones are not in too bad a condition, but they just couldn't be bothered, I don't think, because there's an awful lot of extra work to change those inner wheels. Right. And up here we've got the little exhaust flap fitted up the other week. I have got the bracket that goes from there to there, but I'll get round to fitting it one day. There's one of the other mounts I fitted, and going over to that one. And that one now, I think I've got it. Under the knurled nut, you get the big B and C, is it? wired all those up, ready for if I want to put masts on it. Here we've got the mounting bracket, the spigot for the beacon. Right, the rear door. Now it did have the boiling vessel on there. I think it's almost like they started on the left hand rear side, putting Bowman stuff in, all the tables, all the wiring, and they went to the front, did all that, started coming back down the right hand side, never fitted the night eater if it was ever going to have one, and they've never bothered taking them. They've taken all the wiring out for the boiling vessels, but they'd left the bracket on there. So after a bit of sourcing, thank you Duncan, I managed to get a hold of the SA80 mounts to go on the rear door, and here we are with a couple of BBA SA80s to show you what it's like, and then it shows the first aid kit tucked away down there in the bottom corner. Quite pleased with my efforts there. I had to paint them all up again, but quite good. We'll go inside in a minute. Here we go, got the rear fire extinguishers mounted on the rear door. Another one we got, that's right, the catch is a knob. Got the wire goes down there for the beacon and plugs into by the lights. Also on this one it's had the slave start socket and tow trailer board socket, penthouse light socket, and say the jump start socket. The box, it would have been the old power toolbox, but it's been converted, say, to a jump start socket. Still got the earth on the side there. With that, well, we may be peeking inside since we're here. Excuse the junk. You get this big power box here, which has leads going all the way up to the front and up into auxiliary batteries at the front. The main batteries at the front. But with that in mind, it changes the seat arrangement. I say, excuse the mess. So we have a little seat at the front end, and then we have the two crew seats. Like the double crew seat has been moved down, or they've all been moved up, whichever way you look at it. But basically we've lost a seat because of that power box. But another thing that affects us, I mean, it didn't have the seat belts in there when I got him. I managed to acquire them. Thank you, Ian. And the odd thing was, funny enough, I was given one by chance by Di, and it shows, just where it's it, this rear seatbelt bracket, it has the last seatbelt mount cut off. It's because you don't need it, and it's the only way it would fit. So it is the last one. This one on this end is very different. Well, it's just a shortened version of the other two, and it's all the seats are all staggered to suit. Because where this one is the rear mount of that seat, it should in theory be there, not there. So the seat belts are all, the seats are moved along one. Let's see, we got the jimpy mount there. You can see it's a Mark II 1 with the later inboard ventilation. Let's see what we got inside. All the wirings all needs to go back in for the thing. We've got an extra light, interior light is normal. I fitted a roof mounted document box. Managed to get one. Here we got some penthouse lights, but they're tube type ones. If anybody knows where another one is, I'd love to have it. And also, going back, I possibly think to its Bates originality even, is that it's got two work lamps, or whatever lamps, interior lamps, on the hatch, which is unusual. I know 10EA15 hasn't got those. But for some reason, I can't think where they are in the roof on 10EA15, but they're not there. There's two over this side. Anyway, as you can see, it's got all the tables that it had for the Bowman, the desks. I'm going to probably leave those in. This pile of junk here, that is the Klansman radio table that's going to go up the front. This is the one that is going to be fitted. But there's some other brackets and bits and bobs and boxes that might be able to fill some spaces with, and box one of the bits and stuff that's going to be going in. Another thing I've been doing is up here in these corners, fitting my 2 Arafat boxes onto the later type brackets, and there's a speaker with a mounting bracket. Now I've decided that, I don't know why I just wanted to, but I've gone for the white brackets. I'm painting all my mounting brackets white, because I think that seems to be the later style. As you can see with the radio table, that's white, and generally they seem to be silver, but so I've converted them over. There we go, another. This one is all wired up as it should, I hope. And there's the lead that comes from the extra large coaxial BNC connector at the top, which I would said they would fit in place of this one, so then they could use the 8 or 12 meter masts. So there's the speaker. There you go, Arnie, there's one fitted. I might have a look at it, a bit of pitch when I get inside. Let's see what else can we show you a bit in here. Any other interesting maybe features, the some brackets where, again, I think I had some Bates equipment in there at some point. What else we got? Just generally you can see all the wiring that goes around by the ventilation ducting. It goes out to that big box there. Oh, there's another box, the speaker box I fitted. I'll just get as it's mounted on the proper bracket. Again, I painted it white, even though it was silver, but my choice. Back round to this side. Right. Now here we got a long tube run along there. That is for when it had a penthouse on the back, the extending one. The other side it's been cut off for some unknown reason. Hopefully we'll get it all back stored. I have seen a picture of this one, 11EA98, in one of the Tankerground books. That was the first one, it must be the first book. One of the first few pages, you see it being loaded up on top of a low loader, if I can remember. You see it on it, and you see that it has got the tent frame on it. Keep me in to look to see if it has this box, this big electrical junction box, or if this was part of the Bates, or was this part of the Bowman conversion, because the wires go along there, go through this ducting and into this funny looking protective box that sits on the what would have been the spare track link mounting plate. Seems a bit odd, because what would have been mounted in there is just 2 boxes, Bowman boxes, that are just exposed. They're just connected in, and they're not protected from the weather. They're just protected from brush and trees, I suppose, and everything like that. Now, this aerial is one I've had kicking around for God knows how long. I thought, don't know what box it is, don't know what area it is, but it fits, and it looks like it, so there. But the one thing I did find when I took that box apart, it did say on one of the wiring on there, I mean, it's not it wasn't nothing connected there, it was just a flat plate for that area it is now, blanking plate, and it did say SCRA there, the Secure Communications Radio Access or something like that. I can't remember what it was now. It did have that, so maybe it is a version of the SCRA, even though it hasn't got the big armoured box on the back. And yes, the track does need tensioning. I'll get it around to it one day. Also, I seem to have a hubcap, not the hubcap, the actual filler cap, I think, is leaking on that one. Hence, it's darker from all the rest. Here, of interest is the Bowman mount with which has the GPS little dome. God, that was 15 minutes up already. Right, anyway, this is where I had the GPS on there. Not sure what I'm going to put an aerial mount on there with the next project, but not sure. Depends what funds allow. I might have a little bit of a treat for that one. Here, it's quite odd. Obviously, it's had that box there, that mount there, fitted, but they've never bothered taking the brackets off where the shovel would go and the pickaxe, because you never fit a pickaxe in there, or a shovel, which I thought was quite odd. They left them on there, but you'll never fit one. If anybody knows what fits in there, quite intrigued to know. Must be a tool for the MBC, but I don't know. A bit going to fall out quite easily. Wouldn't take much to lose it, would it? The old fire extinguisher thing. Oh, another thing. I just saw where it's been cut there, some damage. It has a few marks here where it's obviously had something welded on there at some point. There's another one here. Be interested to know what that was. I don't know, that's part of the Bates. I haven't seen a Bates vehicle. I can't remember being anything outside that was odd. See where they've cut out the flotation screen to fit this big box here. There's other things I was going to show you. So, that's what we'll do while we got it. Got the ladder over here. Let's see if we can see it better. There's my office. Right, let's get a bit closer. I just want to show you the driver's wipers and washers. I know it's been a topic on the forum. No, that's an old style wiper motor. I know 10EA15 has got the later type one. Well, I assume it's the later type one. That one's seems to be an older looking one. Right, we've got this cable here. It goes round and it goes to that little box there, which I assume is the wiper motor. Make the wipers go. Also in this one, it's been converted. We've lost the bottle type windscreen wash bottle, gone to this sack. There's the little plunger type pump, and as I'm saying, there's a little sack mounted on the side. Down into the driver's compartment. Another lead coming from the little filter there, which is, this one doesn't actually go to the, it's tucked up beneath there. There he is. 3-pin, looks like a penthouse light one, but it isn't. That is for the night sight, I believe. And then we got the SA80 mount on the engine piano boards fitted in there. Let's see, you can see them down there below. We got the batteries below the driver's seat, but then there's also the ventilation batteries have been moved across to below the commander's seat. It looks a bit tatty from up here, actually. What else we see? Right, there's the later Bowman table, if you can see it from that angle. I have pictures of what is meant to be on there somewhere. I can't remember the big one as a display, and then the little boxes for one of the, like the intercom boxes. Batteries upside down here. That's about these views. These are not very good. Smoke discharger. I don't know if I can get them. Not buttons. Don't know if I can get them there. Ooh. See the commander's periscopes, and also you might be able to see round about there is the bracket for, I think it's a keyboard type thing. I don't know if it's something to do with GPS up there or inputting into the data. What else we got? Just other than that, then we actually got a data plate there. I think that's where I got the idea that it was a Bates vehicle. Was on there. Can't remember now. Let's see what we got here. We got the oil filler, hand throttle, and a fuse box holder, and also the gear stick. Ooh, I've left it in reverse. Naughty me. That little white bracket. Say white. That's going to be the front mounting two-arm bracket, which goes, so we can get to it again, up there, in this corner. Notice we got the Bowman, we've actually got one of the filters fitted, and we can see it from there. And just tucked down there we got the fire extinguisher, driver's fire extinguisher. Let's see if I can reach in. Knocked into neutral. And if you're going to have a wander around a 432, you've got to have it running, haven't you? Let's see how I run it. Right, get the old fuel pump going. There it goes. Lovely. Another interesting thing up here, if you can hear me still. See somewhere some welds being cut off again. There's another one just over there. And there is one at the back, at least one. I think he did have a workshop fitted cage on him. They've cut him off and then put the later proper one on. Another go to this area while we're up here. There's the two battery ventilation ducts. Horn. Got the later holders for the rear reflectors, rear marker boards even. Notice spare truck pads, commonplace for them to be seen put in there. I am interested is that you can see it. Got the fire warning up there, but just to the right of him, he's got a odd looking little crew light in the back here. That's not in tag PA15, and I don't think I've ever remember seeing one there like that. But again, it might be something to do when it was a Bates vehicle. You still got the old the green fire extinguishers. The bracket there would have been the speaker, I believe, for the Bowman. Speaker mounted there. That's about it, really. Little guided tour of 11 GA98. Excuse the mess in the back here. Little van. I couldn't resist it. Let's just listen to the engine. yesterday's better the other side. Trying to put her away into a little corner. There's a box of wires there, it's all good for the ready back to Clansman. Right, I hope you like this little wander around 11A98. If you haven't been on there yet, go to www.fv432.co.uk and I'll give you links to the here, YouTube, and also to the forum. Got quite a few great 432 owners and ex-servicemen who served with them, and those all bits and bobs. Well, we're getting over there if you have any interest in the 432. But right. Going now, and it's getting cold now. It's January the 12th, I think, today, and I'm meant to be ready for a cold spell. So I'm going to put it away while it's light, and hope to see you on the forum soon. Right, cheerio then. Oh, I thought you wouldn't want to miss out on the actual driving her in. See if we can prop the camera up somewhere. That'd be a good base. An aerial mount. Notice all this "Wash Me" written on the front. I did write www.fv432.co.uk on there. Anyway. Hold on tight then. Good. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. That's been a 432 fix. Right, I say, see you on the forum soon. On YouTube. Cheerio.